everyone, and welcome back to Nise Learns to Tarot, and I am Nise, your hostess with the mostest, head weirdo, lead dork, and goofball extraordinaire. Just moving my cloth just a little bit. But anyway, welcome back to my channel, and welcome back for another video. As we can see, we have a deck of cards in front of us today, and I thought I would go ahead and do our week ahead reading for this coming up week. And yeah, so before we do that, we'll go ahead and get the housekeeping stuff out of the way. If you like my content, please consider subscribing to my channel. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified of when I do upload and when a video does become available. Hit that like button, give it a thumbs up. That is very, very helpful. And leave a comment and tell me what you guys think. Yeah, so anyway, before we get started, I wanted to give just a big plug, a big plug, a big shout out to Lisa Pepez and Peggy Pepez. I think they have the same last name. I know they're married, but I think they have the same last name. But Lisa and Peggy, you guys know who they are. And yeah, I'm your #1 fan. Yeah, if you guys know Stephen King, you know what that's all about. But in all seriousness, they're awesome ladies. I love them very, very much. I adore them. And a big plug for Lisa's courses. She has 2 tarot courses that you can take. If you go to her website, supportivetarot.com, you can read a little bit more about them. I will link that in the description section, but I mean, I know you guys know who they are. And also Peggy has her own YouTube channel where she does wonderful sewing tutorials on how she makes her tarot cloths and her tarot bags. And yeah, I have upcoming on the channel, I will have an order from Peggy coming in, plus something very special that came as a big surprise for me. I'm not going to give it away though, but you will see that when I unbox the order on my channel. I'm so excited. Yeah. But just to let you guys know, I'm not associated with either Lisa or Peggy. I'm just, you know, a huge fan of them, of both of them. I think they are wonderful, wonderful, wonderful ladies. And I'm going to turn this light on so hopefully we can see as we do this a little bit more. I'm a part of Lisa's channel membership, one of the badass unicorns over there, and I'm really enjoying it. I never thought that I would do a channel membership or anything like that. I was never one to kind of go for the Patreon stuff. But both Lisa and Don Michelle won me over, so I am a part of their channels. And I've been pretty quiet over on Don Michelle's channel, which needs to change. I've just been sort of, I've been enjoying the membership, but yeah, I need to get a little bit more come out of the woodwork a little bit and participate more. But I am enjoying it. You know, I'm just kind of on the sidelines right now, and but I'm definitely enjoying Lisa's membership. And of course I am such a huge a huge fangirl of Lisa and Peggy, so yes, love you guys. All right, so getting onward to what we're going to be doing, and I did get this deck because of Lisa. I think Peggy, I think Lisa did a walkthrough of this. This is the Prism Tarot by the 8th House. It's a new deck that I recently got, if you watched my latest haul video. And then also I think Peggy did a reading with this as well. So it was a deck that I felt was necessary to add to my collection, and so here it is. But anyway, we are going to be doing a different kind of spread today for the week ahead. I thought we would get a little bit more bolder and work with the, a few more cards. Last time we did just our regular 3-card spread, and we're going to expand on that today. And I saw this spread, and I'll link the channels, or well, I'll tag the channels. I'll tag the channels who I heard about it. The first channel was, I think it's Sylvain's Deadly Sins or something like that, where he showed the spread. And then I think he said it went back to Don Michelle's channel. I don't know her video of where she did this, but I will go ahead and link both channels. And yeah, so anyway, let's go ahead and get on with this, and I'll explain to you what this is. It's going to be a 9-card spread. And so our centerpiece is going to be what we, you know, what we need to know for the week ahead. Okay. And then card number 2 is going to be what we need to leave behind. Okay. Card number 3 over here is going to be what we need to know to forge ahead for the upcoming week. And then we're going to have some other cards over here. Like we're going to have, and I'll show you what it's going to look like. So there's going to be 2 cards here representing our earth element, our air element. Then over here is going to be our fire and water. And then underneath our main center card is going to be what is helping us to forge ahead. And then the bottom card over here is going to be what may hold us back. Okay, so let's go ahead and lay this out, and we'll kind of think about what we want to know for our week ahead. So this is our week ahead going into our last week in June. My gosh, can you guys believe it, you guys? Like this month has gone so fast. I mean, this year has gone just so fast. But anyway, what we need to know for the upcoming week, our last week in June of 2023. Okay. So what we need to know, what we need to look forward to, what we need to know, what we want to hear going in for the last week of June 2023. What we need to know going in, for the last week of June 2023. Okay, guys, so I went ahead and did a little bit more shuffling off camera. I had to turn the camera off for just a minute because I had, oh my gosh, like I had a bit of a mess with the cards. I went to riffle it and my hands are just too small to riffle this deck. But anyway, let me show you what this spread is going to look like. So as I said, it's going to be a 9-card spread. So as we lay the cards out, what we need to know for the upcoming week of our last week of June. So here is our focus. What we need to know to forge ahead. Had to think about my words there a minute. What we need to know to forge ahead. What we need to leave behind. Okay. And I'm going to move them in just a little bit closer because I want to make sure that we have everything in frame. Now, the next one that we're going to do is our element energy. So this is our earth energy here. Are you guys like a perfectionist when you lay out your cards? I know I am. So earth, air energy, and this doesn't mean, you know, just because we have an element, like just because we have an earth energy, that doesn't mean that we're going to get a coin card. It just means, like, you know, what we need to know to, you know, to, like, let's say, to ground ourselves, you know, perhaps money wise and all that. So earth, air, this is our water energy and our fire energy that we need to know. Okay. And then move this up a little bit. I'm going to move this a little bit over. We're going to rearrange this. Okay, make it look a little bit nicer. Make it look a little bit nicer. Okay, then up here is going to be what is helping us. And down here is going to be what may be holding us back or hindering us. Okay, let's take a look at this and see what we have, right? Okay, so our center, this is going to be our focus. This is, if I didn't say though, this is a general reading for the collective. Okay, so our focus for the upcoming week is Novice of Clouds. So again, keep in mind our clouds is going to be our, air element. So this would be like our swords. Okay. So, curiosity, this tells me that, there's something that you're curious about, that you're wanting to learn. There's knowledge that you want to seek. Okay. There's knowledge you want to seek. And so you're curious. And so the focus for the upcoming week is seeking that knowledge. indulging in that curiosity, finding out, sating that curiosity, finding out the answer to this, what it is that we're seeking, what it is that you're seeking, what is it that that you're wanting to learn. Is it an online class that you want to take? For example, it could be one of Lisa's classes that I plugged at the beginning of the video. They are on sale right now, so big plug again. It doesn't necessarily have to do anything with tarot or spirituality. It could be, something else that you're curious about, like something that you wanted to learn for a while, something you wanted to study for a little bit. So that is going to be the focus, harness that curiosity and indulge in it. Okay, so what we need to know to forge ahead is our next one. And this is our Emperor. So take up space. Now, the Emperor is a card who is boss. The Emperor knows he's boss. He's a ruler. So what this is saying is take up that space. Let that curiosity take up space and take charge of it. Own it. Take the bull by the horns and say, I'm finally going to indulge in this thing that I've been dying to know about. This class that I've been dying to take, this online course that I've been dying to take, this book I want to read to gain this knowledge that I'm seeking. Take the bull by the horns. Own your space. Own your space to be able to do that. Perhaps if you need to go into another room to do that, own that space so you're not interrupted by certain things that you may always get interrupted by. Own that time, own that space to indulge that curiosity. Take charge of it. You're the boss. Be the boss, babe. Be the boss man. Okay. What we need to leave behind. And so this is our Oracle of Gems. This is going to be an earth suit, our pentacles. And so the key word on this one is practicality, and we have an eye. Okay, there's an eye as an image on this card. So what I'm seeing here is that perhaps you got like a lot of responsibility in your life. I mean, perhaps you are the boss, like you have a family to take care of. You have, a full-time job to do. You've got so much to do that you just haven't had time to indulge in this curiosity that you're, that's been just on your mind for however long it's been on your mind for. You've got a lot of responsibilities, but you need to, in order to indulge in this curiosity, what you need to leave behind is a bit of that responsibility. You can't, you're not super person. You can't take the world on yourself. You need to delegate. Perhaps you need to let go of some of that control and delegate some of this responsibility and take that time to indulge this curiosity. Okay, be the boss. You are the boss of, perhaps you have been the boss, like you're the maybe you're the sole breadwinner for the family, which of course is admirable, but you also need to be the boss enough to say, hey, I've got to indulge in this curiosity. Perhaps it's like a continuing education class, maybe for your job, and perhaps you've got to go like out of town overnight or something to attend a seminar, but you're not wanting to because there's so much other stuff you got to get done. Let go of that and embrace the opportunity to engage in that curiosity. Okay, so moving on to our element energy to help us along. This is our earth energy. And so we have this is the moon. And so this is our shadow work. Okay, so we have some shadow work to do, okay, as we're working on this knowledge, perhaps there's something you need to find out about yourself to move forward with this knowledge. And shadow work is a way to do that. This shadow work is going to be part of this knowledge that you're seeking. The shadow work is going to be part of answering this curiosity that has been nibbling on your mind for however long, in order to really embrace the knowledge. You're going to have to do that shadow work and acknowledge that there's things about yourself that you need to know, that you need to work on. Some soul searching. There's some soul searching that you're probably going to have to do that shadow work in order to help you move forward with embracing and harnessing this curiosity in order to answer this curiosity. Okay, so this is going to be our air energy. Okay, so earth, is grounding ourselves, grounding ourselves enough to be able to do that, and taking the time to meditate and do that shadow work is what's needed. So our air energy, this is going to be our headspace, and perhaps it's going to lead into an action. So our air energy is 5 of lightning. And so our key word for here is competition. This is interesting. Okay. This is interesting. So competition, perhaps you feel that you're in competition with someone else, that you feel that maybe you're not good enough to excel in what it is that you're learning. Maybe all your life you've been in, you felt that there was a competition because you're a perfectionist, and that could be a bit of a problem. As you're seeking knowledge, this is for yourself. This is not to impress someone else, perhaps. Maybe it could be part of your job. Maybe it is a continuing education thing that is part of your job, where where perhaps you are required to take it in order to excel at your job, or to maybe get that promotion in your job. But the bottom line is that what you're learning, what you're seeking, this whatever knowledge that you are seeking, it's not a competition with someone else. It's not like you're trying to run a race and get to the finish line first, like who can be the smartest. Perhaps what you're learning is going to be in a classroom setting. This is for yourself. This is not to try to get like valedictorian, or get the like summa cum laude experience or whatever. This is what you need to do for yourself, not to prove to someone else that I'm trying to articulate this. It's not to prove to someone else that it's a competition of sorts. It's you're doing this for yourself. You're doing this to better your own life. And what you need to remember is that it isn't a competition. It isn't about who can learn it the fastest, like who can be the fastest to learn it, like who can do the better job at doing the homework. Indulge the knowledge, seek the curiosity for yourself, and recognize that this is only for yourself that you need to seek this curiosity for. Okay, our water element is, this is our 10 of gems. So our 10 of pentacles. This is a legacy. Okay, so what we're learning is perhaps something that we need to share with others. Perhaps it's something that once you learn it, you can't keep it to yourself. Yeah, you need to do it for yourself as you're learning, but after you learn it, after you get a little bit more proficient at it, share it with other people. Let other people know what you have learned, and let people know about the journey that you're taking, to become more learned, to answer this curiosity, to seek the knowledge that you need to answer this curiosity. Share it with other people, leave your mark, and and let your light shine. Share with people what that knowledge is, what you've learned, and you're going to find appreciation when you share it with others. Okay, so our fire energy is our 5 of raindrops, or no, our 3 of raindrops. Okay, and so our keyword for here is community. So this goes right along with our legacy. Like this is this is kind of our feeling. Like, we're feeling like we need a legacy. Okay, we're feeling like after we learn, we've got to somehow speak out about what we learned. Our fire energy, which is our passion, what we feel passionate about, is we're feeling like we need a support system as we learn. Perhaps it's a lonely experience learning, even though perhaps it could be in a classroom setting. You may be among people, but you could still feel very, very lonely. Or if it's a solitary learning experience, maybe we're in the closet about something that we're learning about, whether it's tarot or something witchy, or just that you're learning about something that perhaps maybe your closest relationships or friends, acquaintances may not understand, and you haven't really shared it with them or with anybody else because you're not sure how people may take it. But definitely find a community who will support you as you learn. Perhaps they are on a similar journey and may also need companionship, may also need a support system as they are embarking on their own journey. And you could be a support system for them as much as they are a support system to you. And you will become stronger in that support system to be able to do what you need to do to leave that mark, to leave that legacy after you become proficient at whatever it is that you are learning. Okay, so this is a turning into just kind of a well-rounded reading. Okay, I'm really liking what this is saying. Okay, so our next card is going to be what is helping us, what has been helping us, or what is going to help us. This is our 3 of clouds, and so our keyword for here is anxiety. Clouds is the suit of air, our swords. Okay, so we're feeling anxious as we are looking to embark on this journey of curiosity, this journey of learning. But it does help us because it makes us realize that we can't always go it alone. If we didn't recognize that we are feeling anxious about this, perhaps you try to go it alone, and you may not do as well. You may not succeed like you want to succeed. You may not, you may fall behind with it. And I'm just straightening out the cards so it looks a little bit nicer. You may fall behind with whatever it is that you're trying to learn. But recognizing the fact that you are feeling anxious, and that's half the battle, because you could, if you were in denial about feeling anxious, maybe, this card here says that you're a very strong person, you are a leader. And so you don't want to express weakness in realizing that you have anxiety. However, you are recognizing that, hey, I've got this anxiety going on, and I need to figure out what I've got to do to quell it, or at least to not necessarily remedy, to cure it, but I've got this anxiety going on, and I need help with with this. I need a support system. And so recognizing the fact that you have this anxiety about this upcoming, whatever it is that you're going to be learning about, whatever it is that you're curious about, that you're finally going to indulge in answering, feeling this rush of anxiety is going to help you realize that you've got to do the shadow work, that you've got to ground yourself, that you've got to seek the community to be able to succeed. And, you know, perhaps the support group, the people who are helping you along the way is going to help you realize that, hey, this isn't a competition. Like, you know, there's no competition, and there's no need to feel anxious about it being a competition. So, I mean, this is all going together. It really is. This is all going together. Okay, so what is hindering us? You know, perhaps what is something that is hindering us to be able to get to our goal? What may be holding us back? And so this is the 6 of gems, which is generosity. Okay, so this makes a bit of sense. Again, it kind of goes along with our Emperor card, because you're busy doing things for everyone else that perhaps you're not taking the time for yourself to, you know, perhaps you've wanted to do this learning in the past, but other things have gotten in your way, like you've got a full-time job, you've got a house to run, you've got, like, you know, 3 kids you got to get fed and watered and off to school and to their activities after school, and see that they're doing their homework. You know, perhaps you've got this like high-powered job where by the time you're done with your day, you're just beat, and you don't have time for anything else, or you feel like you don't have time for anything else, and all you want to do is sleep. You know, I get it. But your generosity can hold you back, because, well, you know the saying, like, how can you be of help to anyone else if you're not in a good place? And again, it just goes back to letting go of some of the responsibility a little bit, you know, as much as you humanly can, you know, without, you know, I'm not saying being careless or anything, but, you know, just letting go of maybe some of the things that aren't so pressing, and being able to delegate some stuff to other people so that you can take up this learning and, have the support system behind you, and to be able to share with others, like, what you are learning, what you have learned. And, you know, give yourself some self-care. Okay. Instead of trying to do everything for everyone else all the time, take some time to do that self-care. Take some time to do that shadow work to be able to learn something big. Take that time to find that support system to help you in that learning, and then to share with others what you have learned, so that, you know, you can be an inspiration to other people. You know, pay it forward is what this reading is saying. Yeah, so I mean, this is really good. I think this is a really good reading, you guys. You know, I think I can take this reading to heart for myself. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of this that resonates with me, and I hope that there's a lot that resonates with you. As with any general reading, take what resonates with you and leave behind what does not, and go forward. And yeah, but I really hope this makes sense. I hope that this resonates with some of you, and I hope you enjoyed this spread. I really do. I hope you enjoyed the spread. I really enjoyed doing this spread with you guys, and I think this really turned out to be an excellent reading. I think that there's a lot to learn from this. I think there's a lot to reflect on and to think about and to meditate on. Yeah, so anyway, guys, that is our collective reading for the last week of June of 2023. This will be going up on my channel on June 23rd, so be on the lookout for that. I really enjoyed this reading, doing this reading with you guys. So you all have a fantastic start to your weekend. You all enjoy, of course, the your week coming up. Keep cool, you guys, because I mean, for around here, it's been really, really hot. It's been a hot one, but keep cool, stay safe, and you all have a fantastic day and a fantastic start to your weekend. And I hope your next week is everything that you are hoping it's gonna be. All right, guys, as always, sending lots and lots of love. All right, bye, everybody.